Javonte Thompson. Originally from Detroit, Michigan. I moved out to New York City about 3 years ago, about May 2018. I kind of found a bit of a home out here and wanted to be, I guess, kind of like an entrepreneur, business owner for a while since I was a teenager, and just decided to kind of go for it. Right now, I have 2 businesses. Right now, we're here at Tri Lounge and Cafe, a host for vegan eats and the arts as well. So we have a stage here. We try to encourage the community to kind of get out here and really just kind of explore talent and things like that. What I enjoy most is the ability to wear multiple hats. In that sense, I run into things like that all the time. Putting myself in a position to sometimes be my own accountant, or I mean, the list kind of goes on. Like, you just kind of do so many different things. You wear so many different hats. Get to see how so many different fields work, because all those things are required in order to make your business function. So you have to have a sound understanding of all of those things. So I think that's probably the best part. So I have an undergraduate degree from Northern Michigan University, where that's my home state. And then I went and got a master's at Murray State University, which is in Western Kentucky. Also have, I was a personal trainer, so I'm also technically certified in personal training. But a lot of things that I learned weren't necessarily in a classroom. I'm going to be completely honest. I did learn some very, very useful things in college, but a lot of it, it really just kind of came down to having an open mind and being willing and having a discipline to go out and do the research and learn. I mean, a lot of people who want to talk about what it is they do. There's a lot of people who want to help. There's a lot of people who want to give advice. All you have to do is kind of look out for it. So as kids kind of growing up, there's a lot of kids who are taught or believe that they need to be good at just one thing.
So what advice would you give to someone who would like to start their own business?
First thing I would let them know is it is definitely more realistic than they might think it is. Start educating yourself financially, try to become financially literate, and definitely just kind of develop a plan and figure out how you're going to be different, how you're going to set yourself apart from competition.
How does the reality of your business differ from your expectations?
So I think at the very beginning, I had this expectation that, all right, I'm going to open a restaurant, I'm going to put in, 80, 90 hours a week. In 6 months, I'll be able to relax. And that is not the case at all. So it's going to take a little more time than I originally thought. But I'm comfortable with that because I think that it just creates a better foundation.
Can you speak a little bit about what your business does for the community?
The thing, I think the biggest, and this is what one of my goals really is to try to get into the community to talk about this, because this is really bigger than food that we serve. The biggest thing that we do is show people, that there are meals that are vegan and they can be delicious. It's no secret now. It's proven that meat is directly related or directly correlated to heart disease. And it's not something that you think of, worry about, or feel, maybe when you're in your 20s, but as you begin to age and as you begin to consider quality of life and what you're able to do, in 20 or 30 years and how you're going to feel in 20 or 30 years, these are the things that you can think about. It's a small thing to kind of learn what it means to at least go eat this from time to time, if not completely. So our goal is really to show people that it's possible, to hopefully get their mind a little more open to doing a little more themselves, so that way they can kind of increase that quality of life, a bit, and not just 45, 50, 55 years old, and having to worry about going to the doctor, every few weeks or every month because they have an issue.
So what are the ways that the lounge are dealing with COVID guidelines, and are still able to find themselves serving the Staten Island community?
Yeah, so guidelines are, I mean, we're kind of all over the place. We're getting different information all the time. I think some things are still shifting and kind of a little gray as it relates to outdoor dining and supplying heat outdoors and things like that. We've elected not to do that, so we don't really worry about that portion of things. For the most part, we try to stay as up to date as we can. We're not going to be going. We're not necessarily going online trying to fish for it because it does seem a little difficult to find. But we try to get as much information as we can and encourage social distancing and make sure we're not we are in compliance because we don't need any more financial hardships. We don't need any fines or anything like that. So we have we're supplying hand sanitizer. We have gloves. We have free masks. For customers who come in. Sometimes people don't come in with masks. At the end of the day, we want people to be safe. Because if they're safe, people are safe, and people are healthy, then we get to see them again. We want as much traffic as possible. We realize that people have to worry about themselves, to improve themselves, stay safe, and make very smart financial decisions. Sometimes that might be cutting back on dining out or ordering food in and things like that. So we get it, but yeah, we're here